Hey guys, how's it going? I'm back with another video, and before I get started with the video, I just wanted to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. I hope you guys have great days tomorrow. I hope Santa brings you everything that you wanted, everything that you asked for, and more importantly, I hope that you guys are able to spend time with your loved ones, with your friends, your family, whatever the case may be, and just really try to keep a reminder of what Christmas is all about and why we celebrate it. Now, this is going to be a different type of video. This is not going to be an album review. This isn't even really going to be... It's going to be somewhat of a list, not a top 10 list that I've been doing in the past, but instead this is going to be my 5 bands that I can't get into. Now, I had this idea for the video the other day because I was listening to a band that I actually don't like all that much, but I find myself still enjoying a couple of their songs. And it got me thinking that there are a lot of popular bands out there that I like a couple of songs of, but I don't actually like them. If that makes any sense, I hope it does. So without further ado, let's get this list started. At number 5, and this may or may not surprise a lot of people, but number 5 goes to the band Seether. Now, I do like, as I was just stating, I do like some of Seether's songs, mainly their hits like Remedy and Rise Above This, The Truth, Broken, and the hits, the classics and stuff like that. But I found myself listening to one of their newer songs from the album Isolate and Medicate. It was a song called Same Damn Life that I actually enjoyed that song quite a bit. But as far as getting into everything that Seether's ever done, I just can't find myself enjoying a majority of it. And I don't know what it is about them, but I just find Seether to be... I find them to be pretty overrated, honestly, with the majority, or with the exception of those couple of songs. So, yeah, number 5 is Seether. And number 4, this may also surprise a lot of people, considering that I actually did a review of this album earlier in the year. At number 4, we have the band Sevendust. Yes, I just said Sevendust. I have nothing against Sevendust. I like... It's just like with Seether, I like a couple of their songs, but as far as me actually getting into them, I've tried, and they're very hit and miss for me. I find myself coming mostly back to albums like Cold Day Memory and Blackout the Sun, because those are the only 2 Sevendust albums that I've heard in full, honestly. But I have heard other singles that they've had over the years, and some of it's really good, like, what is it called? I think the song's called Driven, and the only reason I know that song is because it was on an old WWE wrestling video game back in the day, so. But, I have nothing against Sevendust. I think they write very well, and I think the music sounds very well, but there's just something about them, and I can't quite put my finger on it, but I just feel like their albums are hit and miss for me. So, yeah, number 4 goes to Sevendust. Okay, at number 3 we have, and I'm actually just going to pick a band at random because there are quite a few that I don't like. At number 3, I'm going to have to go with System of a Down. Now, System of a Down, I really don't understand the hype behind these guys at all. It seems like what most people like about System of a Down is their crazy uniqueness in the way that they sing their songs and the way that they write their songs. I understand that they're a very political band, which I honestly didn't know that until recently. But I'm not a fan of Serj Tankian. I think that's how you say the lead singer's name. I'm not a fan of his. I'm not a fan of the way he sings. I'm not a fan of the uniqueness and the craziness that he brings to the band. I think System of a Down is another one of those severely overrated bands. Very overrated. And what, they haven't come out with an album in, what, 13 years? And I know people keep keep saying that they want that new Tool album, but you know, I personally don't think either is going to happen, and I'm not a fan of either band, to be honest with you. Which, ironically enough, brings me to number 2, which is Tool. Now, this is another band that I just don't understand the hype for. I've tried listening to songs from 10,000 Days and Lateralus. I can't get into them. It doesn't matter what song I try to listen to. And yes, I've listened to, Schism. I think that's how it's called, what it's called. I've listened to the hits. I've listened to the songs. I've tried. I've really tried to get into them. I just can't do it. I just don't like their sound. Like, their sound is very, I can't even describe it. I just can't get into them. I've never been a huge fan of the lead singer, Maynard James Keenan, I think that's his name. I've never been a huge fan of his. And, yeah, I don't really know what to say for these bands that I don't like. Like, I know you probably expect me to find a reason as to why I don't like them, but some of them I just can't give you a reason why, other than the fact that they don't match a certain style that I like. But yeah, Tool comes in at number 2, and finally, drum roll please, number 1 goes to Avenged Sevenfold. Now, Avenged Sevenfold, in my opinion, is one of the most overrated bands that I've ever heard. And I don't have any good thing to say about Avenged Sevenfold. I find their music just, I don't know. I'm not a fan of M. Shadows. In fact, I don't like him at all, to be honest with you. And the way that he sings, like his singing style, is what brings them down for me. The music is fine. I have no problem with the instruments and the musicianship, but M. Shadow's vocals just doesn't do it for me. His voice is too... I don't know, his voice just sounds weird on a lot of those songs. And I wish I could give you guys more information, but honestly the reason that I don't like these bands is because of either the vocals or the instrumentation. I don't get into production and, all of that stuff because I'm not that talented at that. So this may seem a little like an unfair list, but it's my list, it's my opinion, so you guys don't have to agree with it, and a lot of you probably aren't going to agree with it. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's my list. Those are my 5 bands that I just can't get into list. And of course, I want to hear what you guys have to say. Were you shocked at some of my picks? Do you agree with it? You probably don't. But anyway, guys, like I said before, I hope you guys end up having a Merry Christmas. As always, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.